The guidelines for this psychological duel of intellectual proportions was set forth by the challenging team. No communication may take place between the competitors and their respective associates. The classic time-honored rules of Connect Four apply. The first player to achieve a four-in-a-row line with the discs of their color is declared the victor. The fated conqueror of this match is awarded a half-hour head start to Laguna Beach, the destination of our hero's journey. Who will emerge as the winner? Who will overcome this trial of strategy? Let the battle commence.
It's beneficial to go first, sure, but Brandon would waste a move if he went first instead. After all, if he's never played Connect 4 before, his only choice is to copy my playstyle. Without a move to go off of, he'd probably blunder right off the bat. I wouldn't even be surprised if he simply paralleled all of my moves. It's elementary, really. Stay in the middle column because it gives you the most opportunities for a line of 4. Out of the 4,531,985,219,092 total configurations of Connect 4 layout, most of them end in player 1's win by starting in the middle column. Just as I expected, he's using the opportunity to study my tactics and use them against me. He's formidable, but he'll lose if he's always one step behind. Usually I would still stick to the center, but if he's only copying my moves, then I'll trap him with the oldest trick in the book. If I'm able to place my next disc to make a row of 3, Brandon will be able to block both ends in one move. So, victory is mine. A perfect 4-move win. Huh? A beginner that didn't fall for it? Did Spencer have it all wrong and Brandon actually knows what he's doing? Not only did he block the trap, but he even chose the inner option. Was that just a coincidence? Even though it's a blockable line, I'll still lead him to the far corner, which is the worst position in the board. Right now, I need to focus on being the first player to get an open-ended line of 3 that can't immediately get snuffed out. That player usually wins. He's fairly good for a beginner, but I have superior tactics. I'll go for this rising diagonal using that disc on the bottom row. Though if Brandon blocks this, I want to secure the middle. Looks like he blocked it, whether that was intentional or not. Regardless, I have a piece in the very middle of the board, so I have the... Wait, what? That wasn't just a block. He's setting up the exact same trap I laid on him at the very beginning, except now it's on the second row. That move was a defensive and offensive move at the same time. What's with this guy? Isn't he just a novice? Wait, while I was distracted with this trap, Brandon got the first line of 3. Well, I'll grab this higher diagonal. Maybe with all this noise happening on this side of the board, he won't even notice the winning play at the bottom. No! He's not just playing strategically, he's also got keen observation.
Camden seems on edge. There's no way he's actually struggling with this, right? There's no way a beginner could give Camden this much trouble. I know foul play when I see it.
If I play the inner right column, it'll give the advantage of having both horizontal and vertical wait, no! If he plays the second column on his next turn, he's got me on 2 fronts. Oh, and I almost fell for it too. Something's definitely not right here.
Brandon definitely isn't the one calling the shots.
I'm not even playing a true beginner!
This has to be Shelby.
But how is she doing it?
Even I have to admit that Camden has clever setups and move combinations. His problem? He plays too reactionary. Instead of thinking ahead, he's relying on the cheap tricks that he's seen throughout his days of Connect 4, and that's why he'll lose. Tactics without strategy is just noise before the humiliating defeat. Sure, I'm not the best strategist, or even that good at Connect 4 to begin with, but I know how to read the feelings and emotions of anyone in front of me. With a single glance, I can dissect and pick apart Camden's motivations. I know he'll slip up because he underestimates us. He's reaching too far with his risky and outrageous traps. If he wasn't so sloppy and actually respected us, Camden would have stuck to the center column instead of trying to pull that obvious trap at the very beginning. He gave up a favorable position for a quick and flashy win. Now, lead him to the corner, Brandon, just like you did to us in the very beginning. Just like that! He might think he'll pull a double-ended trap on us now, but we're not stuck at the ropes at all. Take the middle column away from him. Perfect. Now all we have to do is...
Hey, I thought we agreed not to help them.
Huh? What are you talking about?
That includes communication of all varieties. Verbal and nonverbal.
I don't know what you're implying.
Trying to cut corners against a professional slacker as if I weren't able to figure it out? Please, why don't you sit down so that Brandon can't play based on where you're standing? It's her position, Camden. She's walking back and forth to tell him where to play his next token.
That's not...
Go ahead and finish him, little chungus.
In the time before the night, in flames of death, eternal rain, we ride towards the fire.
I should stick to the middle, right?
Darkness is falling down, in the times of tough ride.
No, you have the advantage. Your diagonal line of three will come before his, so just now stall, play defense until you're forced to play that column.
As much as I hate to admit it, she's right. I doubt she knows the game theory behind Connect 4, but there is an even odd rule to the rows. If the first player lines up a connection with the finishing move on rows 1, 3, or 5, he'll inevitably win because he'll place a token there by default when it's the last available column. I've actually managed to set that up on row 5, but unfortunately, the same holds true for player 2. Player 2 can set up a connection on rows 2, 4, or 6, and he'll eventually win too. The problem is that Brandon set it up on row 4, which will inevitably come before row 5. I have to calculate each of the moves. I can't just rely on random tactics. I have to weave them together into one cohesive strategy to finish this.
I can't afford to give up either of my connections. I have to play the other columns first.
Brandon thinks Camden is going to keep pursuing this column to get a row 5 win. However, that is exactly what will be his downfall. That is exactly why Camden has planned an escape route within the chaos of the stalling. He will use the art of misdirection to finish this battle of wits once and for all. Our victors are heroes Camden and Spencer.
Why y'all so bummed out? Y'all put up a good, fair fight. Well, not a fair one. Y'all cheated.
Whatever.
Well, I'll see y'all at the beach. Get it? See? Not this again. Have you seen Shelby today?
No, I gave her the day off.